Hey guys, Christian File here with Berkshire Hathaway Commercial Real Estate here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Today I'm going to touch on a couple key points for the economy. I hope this provides you guys some value. First, I'll start off with the macroeconomic scale. Right now, our new president is introducing tariffs onto multiple countries. Now, I don't have a crystal ball and I can't tell you guys what this is going to be in the long term, but I know in the short term, this is going to increase the cost of goods sold coming into this country, which is inevitably going to affect business procurement, inevitably affecting the real estate market as a whole, with buyers and tenants looking to procure more properties and growing. I can't tell you guys if this is going to remain in effect for the long term or the short term. My personal opinion is that this will overall affect the economy in a positive direction because it'll bring manufacturing jobs back into the States, but who knows? So I think that this is affecting our real estate market right now in the short term, but I have hope that it will affect our economy positively in the long term. Another thing I wanted to touch on is interest rates. Right now, interest rates are starting to come down a little bit. What I think is happening is, with the economy in the state that it's in right now, with the stock market in the state that it's in right now, I think that the current administration is trying to force the Fed to drop the rates. Like I said, we're already seeing rates come down, and I think they're gonna come down a little bit further this year and beginning of next year, in order to help refinance all of this debt that was procured in the beginning of the pandemic in 2020. We need to refinance this debt, and we need to refinance it quick, or else we're gonna have a much larger issue on our hand. So only time will tell. So let's break it down on a micro scale, meaning New Mexico and even more particularly Albuquerque. The main economic driving factors in Albuquerque, New Mexico: government jobs at Sandia Labs, Kirtland Air Force Base, oil and gas, and then other ancillary jobs associated with the government. Those are the huge economic driving factors for Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, as far as real estate goes, real estate's interesting in Albuquerque. We're landlocked on 3 of our 4 sides. Essentially, we have huge mountains on the east side, the Sandia Mountains, that cap our progression going east. We have the National Labs and the Kirtland Air Force Base to the south, so that caps our progression going south. And we have the Sandia Pueblo on the north, so it caps our progression going north. What this does is it's creating scarcity in the market. So anything within Albuquerque proper, any industrial, any retail, any office, is continuing to appreciate at a very good rate because there's just nothing more being built. Another thing that's affecting this is cannabis. The cannabis market legalized here in Albuquerque, in New Mexico, in 2021. Now, what this did was it artificially inflated prices for 2 years, and it inflated lease rates, inflated sale prices. All of those people that went out to go procure properties are coming into hard economic times, and a lot of them are starting to fail. So what that's doing is all of that inventory that was purchased between 2020 and 2023 is now coming back to market at reduced rates. So what this is doing, it's affecting the real estate market, especially the industrial market, and it's decreasing lease rates and it's decreasing sale prices. So we went from 1.5% vacancy historically between 2020 and 2023. The end of 2023 through 2024, our inventory skyrocketed and our vacancy increased from 1.5% to 4%. So what this is doing is everybody that bought properties back in 2020 to 2023 was banking on $12 to $14 per square foot for an industrial building. Now that has compressed since new inventory has come to the market, and you can expect $10 to $12 per square foot. Now we're even seeing lease rates go back down sub 10 into the 9 and 8s. I think that overall in the next year, I think everything will start to stabilize out and we will see an increase in economic stimulus. The inventory will start to decrease as more of the buyers and tenants go out and procure this vacancy that the cannabis market has left in its wake. I think that the tariffs will even out and the United States and the other countries will reach fair trade agreements for everybody. I think that manufacturing jobs as a whole are going to come back to America and we are going to be stimulated. We're going to have more blue collar jobs. We're going to have more factories going up. The implementation of artificial intelligence is going to be very major here in the next couple years. Overall, I think that the forecast for the next 3 to 4 years is a very positive one. We're gonna feel temporary hurt. However, I feel like after we get over this year's slump, we're gonna see a great rise of American jobs and American production again. This is just my opinion. I just hope that this adds some value to you all. We're gonna continue to do vlogs to add value to the public and keep you guys apprised on what's going on the ground level of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the real estate market here. So I hope you guys find this valuable. Much love, stay safe. Until next time, thank you.